I'm Lauren with Pack Hacker, and today we're going to be taking a detailed look at Stubble & Co.'s The Backpack, which I've been testing for the last 2 weeks. Let's dive in. So this entire pack is constructed of essentially the same material. It's a tech wax, dry waxed canvas. So essentially what that means is it's, instead of being like a sort of kind of like a wet wax, I guess you could say, something that's a little bit, comes off on your hands and things like that. Like it's a little bit more obvious on something like Fjallraven or something like that. This is a dry one. So I did test the weatherproofing on this, and water just sort of rolls off of it. So it is still a softer material. So if you are going to be outside for long periods of time, I would more so avoid this backpack. But it is great if you get like caught in a rainstorm or something like that. So the rest of the pack here is, this is a full grain leather, branding right down here and then up here as well, and then on the zipper pulls. So the zippers on this are YKK zippers. They're nice and smooth, pretty reliable there. It's a little unclear what this one, what the buckle is here, this G hook, but it does work really well. The adjustment's really easy to kind of cinch it down as needed. And then this is just a sort of like, it's just sort of like a nylon-ish material, but the whole pack itself is pretty soft, which I really like. And then this cable just sort of always stays out here. It's a little bit stretchier, and then there is leather accents on the bottom. So it looks really sleek on the outside here. So on each side we have water bottle pockets. They're both just sort of mirrored. And this is designed to fit a up to 19 ounces, which is like 500 milliliters. So as a sort of reference here, I have a Yeti, and this is an 18-ounce Yeti, and it fits in there nice and snug. So kind of show you what it looks like in terms of just this front profile. It's definitely a sleek look. There's a lot of flexibility with this pocket here, not in the like material itself. It is just kind of a solid material. But in general, you can fit a slightly larger bottle in here if you need to. And it just sort of, you know, it just impacts the shape as most water bottles do. So then on the back side here, we have this back harness system, which is fairly simple. You can kind of see the shape of the shoulder straps are nice and rounded, and this is really comfortable to wear. So it fits very nicely on my shoulders, and then on these sides here you have more like leather accented. So it's just kind of like a really sleek look. And then on this back panel completely, you can see the Stubble & Co. logo again into this back mesh. And the back mesh is really thick. So overall, if I really packed this thing out, it was really comfortable to wear, even if I wore it for a long period of time. So it's really got that going for it. You can kind of see if I tip it to the side, it really is like so much of this back panel is mesh, which is really great. And it is 21 liters of capacity, so you can fit a lot of stuff in here, and you know, it stays comfortable. So that's kind of the basics of the outside. This front pocket zipper here is just sort of a quick grab pocket. Mostly in here was my phone and my keys and chapstick. But anything more than that, and it really started to like bulge this out. So I found that I stuck to the flatter items, and I just kind of made concessions about stuff I wanted to get to more frequently. So I'm gonna put my phone back in here. It's an iPhone 13, so it fits in, you can see, just like pretty much right inside the pocket. A larger phone might have a little bit of an issue. And then this is keys, and then my chapstick, and so that'll be good to go, and I can show you the inside here now. So you can just sort of loosen that up, and then this is just like a, you know, like a lid, and then on the inside is the cinch cord so that you can keep everything secure. So kind of top down this for you. So when you want to open it up, just pull that, and then you'll have the adjustment as much as you need. And so in this, I have a hoodie that's just quick access, and then 2 packing cubes and a pair of sandals, and that's pretty much it. So other than that, there's not really much else that fits. Your mileage is definitely going to vary based off of like how large your packing cubes are, like what kind of jacket you're putting in. But again, it's 21 liters of capacity, and it feels spacious, but it is just sort of like a deep, dark pit in there. So it's easy to lose things. I like to keep it organized with packing cubes because of that. And then on the inside, there is a zippered pocket, that same leather pull with the branding on it. And then on the inside here, this sort of acted as like a tech pocket or something like that. So I have my wallet in here, and then my mouse and my headphones. So my headphones and my wallet are something I would usually try and keep on like an outside pocket. But with this one here, I can kind of show you how it starts to get really packed out. Like if I stuck my wallet in there and then put, just for an example, packing cube and packing cube back inside, you can see it starts to like bow out the front of this backpack. And it's not anything that like looks particularly bad, but I just found that even when I wanted to go to the inside, I was like, if I'm trying to get my phone from in here, I have to like really shuffle things around. Honestly, I have to take my wallet out and then my phone or my keys, and it just gets a little bit too shuffly for me. So this is definitely something where like if you have a lot of stuff where you want to get to it very frequently, you might want to kind of think about the access to this, just because it is this like cinch and lidded backpack top. Anything you put on the inside is going to be harder to get to just naturally. So if I wanted to quickly get to my wallet, it's going to be a little bit more fussy. And just because this front pocket is so small, it's a little bit harder. But you can also use the water bottle pockets for storage. I put my keys in there, put my phone in there, kind of up to you. So sticking that back in there. That's it for organization on the inside, apart from this back laptop sleeve compartment. So this fits up to a 16-inch laptop. I have a 13, and then I also put in my keyboard as well, and then bring my laptop out here. So the back of this is sort of like, this is one of those leather accents as well, and then the back is that, rougher leather backing, and then it has the 2 buckle adjustments as well. So there is one buckle here, so you can decide if you want to use the shorter one or if you want to use the longer one. I never had to use the longer one just because I never really packed this out with anything that was taller. So for the most part, I was just able to let it fall and then buckle it right where I needed it buckled. So super easy to access. It has a decent amount of padding in there. It is just double checking, it is a false bottom. So you do have a little bit of added laptop protection. And then in addition to that, it is this like super comfy back panel that you have access to as well. So in terms of storage, you have a lot of space in here. I would say the biggest thing is just making sure that the stuff that you need to get to is easily accessible, whether you decide to put it in the water bottle pockets or the pockets out here. But the shape and the look of it itself is really sleek. It kind of has like an outdoorsy feel to it, which I really like. That's just more of my personal style, but it still looks really sleek and professional if you do need to dress it up. So there you have it, the Stubble & Co. backpack. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.